Hi, I'm Tracy Cardwell from LPCiminelli and the host of the Buffalo Public Schools renovation program, Making It Happen. The Making It Happen show is a monthly news show that brings you information about the reconstruction in each Buffalo Public School, along with opportunities for our minority and women businesses and opportunities for our Buffalo Public School students. LPCiminelli is the program manager for the renovation project, and they are also the producers of the Making It Happen show. Today we've got such a great show in store for you. I had such a great opportunity to work with some of the most fabulous Buffalo Public School students this summer during our internship. And a little bit later, you will get to meet each and every one of them in our student spotlight. Now, I'm standing in front of Central Park Plaza because one of their assignments over the summer was to take a field trip with John Ciminelli, because if you haven't heard, LPCiminelli just recently purchased Central Park Plaza. So they got like a little introduction as to what's going to happen as far as urban planning and neighborhood renovation, and they were so excited. So I can't wait for you to meet them. But first, I want to introduce you to our safety team. LPCiminelli always says not just safety first, but safety always. And today you're going to meet Bob Overhoff, Brooke Smith, and Pete Sidell, and they're going to take us over to ECMC and just give us an overview on the safety aspects of each and every project site. I'm so glad you tuned in. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back and we are in the field office at ECMC, and I'm standing next to what I call the A-Team. Yes, they are the A-Team, also known as the safety crew. We have Mr. Bob Overhoff, who is a safety director, and we also have Peter Sidell, who's the safety manager. And later on, we're going to be joined by Brooke Smith, who's another safety manager. Guys, thank you so much for agreeing to do this show this month, because we understand how important safety is on each and every project.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for having us. And just want to let you know that one of the things that we try to do at Ciminelli is promote safety always attitude, you know, whether it be at work, home, or play, right?
That's right.
Promoting all the time. So it's just important. I mean, when I started with Ciminelli about 10 years ago, Louis made it pretty clear that safety was very important to him and his companies. And since that 10-year period, we've grown from a staff of 2 to a staff of 6 total.
Yes. Let's name them.
So currently, besides myself, I have the next in tenure is Danielle Zintek, who's our Senior Environmental Health and Safety Manager. I have Peter Sidell, who's the Senior Safety Manager for the GC side, who's standing with me. I have Brooke Smith, who's joined our safety team probably 3 or 4 years ago. Started as a project administrator, actually, and worked her way up through the ranks to join our safety team. And Brooke focuses on Buffalo Public Schools.
Yes.
And then I have 2 out-of-town safety managers for large projects. Doug Bruce, who was a project engineer and evolved into the safety field, and Bob Beardsley, who's safety manager out at the Meadowlands, senior safety manager actually out at the Meadowlands project in New Jersey, where Doug is in Cincinnati, Ohio.
So let's talk about how important it is, the safety equipment. Each staff member who's out on a project site, what are some of the basics?
Minimally, what we require for everybody, not only our own folks, but the subcontractor employees, minimally we're looking for hard hats, safety glasses with side shields, and if you're working on the outside, particularly on the outside, we want something high visibility on you. You can either have a high-vis shirt like Pete has on, or a high-vis vest. And it could be lime green or it could be safety orange. Either's fine. A lot of times when you're out on the site, depending on the task that the guys are doing, you might see a face shield on them to prevent sparks. You'll see hearing protection of some sort on them, depending on how loud the task is at hand. And if you're at our Made of the Mist project, working next to the Niagara River, what Pete has developed up there is that the guys will be wearing personal flotation devices, working next to the river, and then on top of that, they actually have water-activated strobe lights in the event that there had to be a water rescue.
Wow.
And that was per the request of the Parks Police, I think, right, Peter?
And one night they were down there and it was raining, and they all turned on. All the lights turned on. So the guys are walking around, their lights are flashing.
That's
from
pretty cool.
from the rain. It was a hard rain. And also we use Respirators often enough. The medical office building that we do had some contaminated old gasoline that leaked into the ground, and we had to put our guys in respirators. And two of the operators, it was bad enough to actually have a self-contained breathing apparatus.
Right.
So they had air tanks like a fireman much would have, that we switched out every half hour or so to get them above the levels that were that high, and get them protected and get them down below that. So we're just about done with that part. So that was
cool.
quite test.
Yeah.
That was quite a test for us, and quite difficult. And Danielle, our industrial hygienist, was phenomenal with keeping that project going.
Absolutely.
Full-time monitoring. She was actually performing air monitoring while the guys were working, just to make sure that, you know, any of the levels that weren't exceeded of you know, for the diesel fumes actually.
Right.
So, and we did a good job. Actually, the guys have to be medically qualified to wear respirators.
Yeah.
But that's all done by an occupational clinic that we utilize here in the Buffalo area. So.
I think that's awesome. You talked about environmental, and I know Danielle also played a major part in the Central Park Plaza project.
Correct.
Because there were a lot of issues over there.
Yeah, there was the buildings there, unfortunately, a lot of asbestos, which is pretty typical for that age building.
Right.
But a lot of the issues was a lot of the buildings were vandalized.
Yes.
So therefore, a lot of the asbestos-containing materials became commingled and mixed with all the building debris. So it made it a very difficult abatement project.
Right. That is awesome. I think Brooke is here. Brooke, come on in. I'm just going to swing her in here right now. Come on, Mama. While Brooke's joining us, Pete, you talked about the type of T-shirt that Ford is requesting, not just the lime green as Brooke is modeling also.
Ford requires long sleeves.
Right.
So we, in fact, I wore this morning, and then I had a long sleeve, like an Under Armour underneath it. It is hard for me to wear a long sleeve in the summertime.
Yeah.
And in Ford, it's probably running 95 degrees. But we do, and we've ordered long sleeve T-shirts like this, which I'm expecting any day now. And the guys will be happy because they get them pretty dirty. And that's the only job we have at this point that requires long sleeve.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll run into a scenario where the owner requires something up and above what the OSHA rules are.
Right.
In the case of the long sleeve shirts, that's it at Ford. And I should mention that even at Ciminelli here, at LPCiminelli, you know, we go above with the minimum requirements, the minimum OSHA requirements, if you will. We have a 6-foot 100% fall rule on the projects that we try to enforce all the time. And
Yes.
of course, the contractors don't necessarily like it, but over the last 10 years or so, they've gotten used to it, so it's a lot better than what it was then in the beginning, right? But it's important because falls are the leading cause of injuries and fatalities nationwide, and it's no different in Western New York, you know, where there seems to be 2 or 3 a year. So multiply that by how many OSHA offices there are nationwide, and you come up with about 400 or 500 fatalities a year.
Oh my
You know, from
gosh.
falls. So.
Now, there's 2 things I want to touch base on before we head out. One, I want to talk about LPCiminelli's safety record. We've won numerous awards. And then after that, I want each of you to tell us just what projects you're working on currently. And Brooke, I want you to talk about the schools that you've worked on too. Okay, so let's talk about our safety record and our numerous awards.
Yeah, over the course of the years, we've been fortunate enough to apply for the, first it was GBC, but then it morphed into the AGC, the Associated General Contractors. It's a nationwide organization that LPCiminelli belongs to. Matter of fact, I know Gene Partridge is on the board of directors for the New York State AGC. On an annual basis, you're able to submit for a safety award, a hard hat safety award. And the criteria is you have to have an EMR below 1, experience modification rating of below 1, no OSHA citations for the preceding year, and also you have to submit there's question and answers that you have to submit to each and every year. So we do that. We've been fortunate enough over the last 4 years. I think we've gotten 4 in a row actually, and then
Nice.
probably 6 or 7 overall in the 10 years that I've been around here.
That's
so
pretty awesome.
It is. It's a good feeling
Yeah,
for us
it's a
to share.
testament to you and your team.
It's can I just say it's not a testament to the team only. It's a testament to the company.
That too. Absolutely.
Because part of the team are the superintendents, the project engineers, all the office folks.
Because they have to reiterate what's already set in stone.
Exactly.
Okay, Brooke, talk to us about a project that you've been on.
The schools that I've worked on for this year currently are BPS 18, 53, 59, 61, 64, 65, and 202. Currently, most of those are in the closeout phases. So currently I'm working on School 59, which is supposed to close up next year. School 65, which should be closing up in a couple months, and School 202. And I'm also working on the Ralph Wilson Stadium project, so we've got a lot in the mix.
Yeah, we do.
Currently, you know, as I was saying, that I'm working at Ralph Wilson Stadium, you know, we are making sure that we are very high with all of our safety and everything out there, not only because it's a large public facility, but we're in the eye of everything. And, you know, we're that concerned with safety and the fact that, you know, last time you were at ECMC when we were here, I removed your cameraman for not being properly geared up for hanging out at the job site. So we do make sure that we take care of that on a daily basis.
Yes, Brooke, I remember that very well, and I know Alan remembers that also, so much so that he keeps the proper equipment and clothing in his truck
And that's
every time. That's great. That's great. That's great.
Yep.
Pete, why don't you tell us what you're up to?
As I said earlier, I do more of the general contracting, the self-performed work, our carpenters, laborers, masons, finishers, operating engineers. So we're the ones that tend to do the hands-on work on jobs. Currently, we have a joint project with the CM division doing the new Maid of the Mist winter storage facility for the boats. I have the medical office building, and the medical campus area is going to boom big time. Also, directly next to that is where the new Women and Children's Hospital is going to go. And we're right now from the Buffalo General, which is directly across the road, doing a tunnel project which will connect the two. I also have a parking ramp, Buffalo Creek Casino, the parking ramp, and some casino work. And other than that, there's more work downtown. Their harbor project, the Erie Harbor project, is a large skating rink, and there's going to be other little buildings that are going to be attached later on. But we've been down there for a year and a half, probably.
Safe to say that every LPCiminelli project, you guys are present. Everyone.
Everyone.
Every single one.
Yep.
So everyone should feel safe.
And we try to be on every one at least once a week,
Yes.
if not more.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yep.
That's
Right.
awesome. And also, I want to commend you guys because they also are a big component to our interns, our Buffalo Public School internship program that we have every summer. The first week that our interns are at the office, you guys take them for that week and you take them to the different sites and you really instill in them how important safety is. So thank you very much for doing that. All right, enough of this talk. Let's get out here and see what's going on. We're going to get safetied up first, put our helmets on and our glasses and our vests, and we're going to get out there. Okay?
All right.
So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Don't let them move. So one of the most important things that we have to worry about or be concerned about is caught between injury or potentials. So you always want to make sure that you make eye contact with the operator or the ground control person so they can stop the operator from swinging as you're walking. The wooden canopy structure that we're looking at right now is an important feature for working at the hospital because in the event there's an emergency, the hospital folks have to be able to come out the exit there, walk through safely, not be subjected to any kind of construction debris or materials, and then walk out into and underneath the hospital out to the main road. Talk about it as you're kicking it.
Part of your normal guardrail system. A guardrail consists of a top, mid, and toe board. The top rail needs to be 42 inches plus or minus 3. And this is the components that you need for your fall protection system. You'll find these out on all of our construction sites. We would prefer to use guardrail systems where we can. Other areas you would need to use either fall restraint systems or fall arrest systems, such as a harness or lanyard.
Notice here we've got temporary lighting strung throughout the facility. We need to have that. We need to maintain a certain amount of illumination here. Sometimes they work second shift. It gets very dark on these projects, and you get a dark, cloudy, rainy day also, especially as we get into the winter months. So the temporary lighting is crucial. Every light needs to have a bulb guard on it. Generally when there's a bulb that's broken, they'll replace it right away. And I noticed on this one, they're using the high efficiency bulbs, the longer lasting. They're not the incandescent type. So they've done a good job with this. They've strung them off the ground, and it looks pretty good.
One of the things I'm doing right now, Tracy, is checking to make sure that the electric is live, okay?
Okay.
And it's important to do that on the site because this is temporary power. And what I want to do is check to see if the GFCI, the ground fault circuit interrupter, is going to work.
Right.
So I know I got power here. So if I trip the GFI,
Okay.
now it doesn't buzz or beep or
Right.
alarm. So
Right.
that means the GFI is working.
Okay.
Now I'll activate it, and it's working again. See it and hear it.
I see it and I hear it.
Okay.
Cool. And this is something that
This is just a volt stick that you can buy in any, Home Depot, any construction type store, safety
and all
supply
safety
store.
people have this.
We try to have them. We try to give them to
Okay.
all superintendents as well,
Okay.
because you need to check the electric often on a project of this type, and on any project for that
Any
matter.
project,
So,
exactly.
you know.
Taylor James is a junior attending Frederick Law Olmsted School at Kensington, and she aspires to be a mechanical engineer.
I wanted to go into this field because I wanted to learn how different systems operated, and that's exactly what mechanical engineering is, how things go about in life and how to help people.
When she learned about LPCiminelli Construction Connections through her school's green energy program, she knew she wanted to be a part of it. She was inspired to work in an engineering field because she excelled in her technology, career, and financial management classes. Taylor enjoyed exploring the different fields of engineering and took advantage of the opportunities to speak to multiple engineers during her internship. Her favorite part of being an intern was learning the responsibility of each engineer on each project site. Whether it was a mechanical, architectural, or structural engineer, they all have a major impact on each construction project. Taylor also learned about the many engineering opportunities that exist in this field, especially for females. She learned about the special programs for minority and women students in the engineering fields and plans to take full advantage of them.
Advice I would give to a new high school student definitely would be to take advantage. There's many people and programs out there to help you further yourself and succeed in life. So just take advantage of everything that's out there.
LPCiminelli is proud to recognize Taylor James in our Student Spotlight for her fortitude in the engineering field. We wish her continued success. Kennedy Cologne is the type of young lady that knows what she wants and goes after it. That holds true to her desire to becoming an architectural engineer. Kennedy is going into her senior year at Hutch Tech, and in the beginning she thought of becoming a civil engineer. She has a love for math and science, so it was almost natural to follow the civil engineer career path.
Being a part of the team for 2 years has really helped me because when I first came in high school, I was like, I'm going to be an engineer. I really love math and science, and I thought that was all it was to it. I thought it was only one kind of engineer. And then being a part of the team, they showed me, it's mechanical, it's electrical, it's different specs to it. And, some of the guest speakers shared their experiences, told it what it was to be them, kind of. And then when Ken and Design came in and showed, their architecture version of it, and I was like, I have to do this. I have to be an architectural engineer.
But once she started her high school years and joined the team and summer management internship programs through LPCiminelli Construction Connections, her eyes were wide open to more career opportunities. Kennedy accredits these programs to a better understanding of the education that is needed to become a successful architectural engineer. Through the summer management internship, Kennedy experienced working not only in various departments at LPCiminelli corporate offices, but she also worked alongside a few of our program partners, like Singleton Consultants. There she gained even more knowledge on the inner workings of a construction company.
I gained a lot of experience being at BPS 65. I was able to learn from the project manager and some of the construction workers would like give me advice while I'm walking by and like, you know, encourage me. I learned to read blueprints, which really came in handy my junior year, and you know, that's a big part of being in the field. I got to talk to, you know, a lot of people. I even met an architect. It was really exciting. And I just, you know, got to be on a real construction site because people only see the end product. And I think what happens before that is really important.
It was these programs that helped make her decision more precise. Either way, with her accomplishments in math and science, teamed with her creativity, we know Kennedy will not fail.
5 years from now, I see myself graduating from college, happy about it, whether it's through a bachelor's degree program, a master's degree program. I want to graduate, happy to go through a new company, and just be excited to apply what I learned and just finally be in that career that I waited so long to be in. Okay. Advice I give to a new high school student is study, take things serious, think about college, find out what you do and you don't like, find extracurricular activities that'll help, you know, influence you and influence your decisions, and like team, LPCiminelli internship, and just things that help you think about what you want to do.
LPCiminelli is proud to recognize this month's Student Spotlight, Kennedy Cologne, for her tenacity and dedication in the construction, architectural, and engineering fields, and we wish her continued success. Attention all Buffalo Public Schools students. If you're interested in a construction, design, or engineering career, then you should be a part of LPCiminelli Construction Connections TEAM program. TEAM, which stands for Technical, Engineering, Architectural, and Mentoring, meets once a month from October through June with industry professionals working throughout Western New York. The TEAM program is a great opportunity for students to employ the skills they learn through interactive sessions and workshops. TEAM applications are available through your school counselor and at www.lpciminelli.com under the Communications and Making It Happen tab. You can also send an email request to Dolly Rando at kasneydmr@rocketmail.com. For more information, please call 603-1045. Applications will be accepted until October 4th. Being an architectural engineer student at Hutch Tech has its sets of challenges, but that doesn't frighten Kaishla Fernandez. It actually motivates her. Upon entering Hutch Tech, she was warned about a trigonometry class that was deemed as hard and difficult. She welcomed the challenge and took it head on.
Well, my biggest challenge as a junior at Hutch Tech High School is overcoming being an advanced student and also participating in extracurricular activities such as softball and basketball. But I overcame that by just scheduling out my time I'll go to practice right after school for about 2 hours, then go home, study, and then do whatever I have to finish up for the rest of the night.
Kaishla enjoys the engineering field and appreciates the experience she is gaining by participating in the LPCiminelli Construction Connections Summer Management Internship.
My best experience as a summer management intern has been going to the Buffalo Public Schools and seeing them renovate them, because I feel that the students there will have a better learning experience because they'll be able to focus more. And also, the whole internship has been great because I've been able to go to different companies and different departments. It has opened my eyes to more opportunities.
She searches for opportunities to participate in programs that will help her achieve a better understanding of the field and all that it encompasses.
High school prepares you for college. So another way, like personally in high school, that's when I became familiar with architecture, and that's how I know what I want to do in life. So there's like things you can do such as internships that are good for hands-on experience, so you can really see what they do in that field, and I would recommend that to another high school student. In 5 years, I see myself being an engineer, whether it's being an architect or civil engineering. At first, coming into this internship, I knew hands down I wanted to be an architect. Like, there's no telling me anything. That's hands down, that's what I wanted to do. But last week I was with Watts, and I spoke with their civil engineers, and I got to spend a couple of days with them, and I'm actually more open-minded to that, so I'm going to look a little into more civil engineering.
Kaishla plans to attend Syracuse University, where she will enroll in the nation's top-ranked engineering programs. LPCiminelli is proud to recognize Kaishla Fernandez in our Student Spotlight for her hard work and determination in the architectural engineering field. We wish her continued success. When it comes to electrical work, Shayne Scott is your future electrician. Shayne is a junior attending McKinley High School and has a passion for the electrical field. Shayne has seen LPCiminelli's work up close and personal on several occasions. As his high school was being renovated, he saw the LPCiminelli team doing what they do best. He also has the opportunity to see LPCiminelli renovate the Erie County Medical Center, as his mom has a career in the nursing field. For Shayne, each of these instances is viewed as another opportunity for him to explore the construction field. He is an electrical technical student, and he tells everyone he meets that he will be in the electrical building trades.
Well, what made me want to go into electrical field was just working with my father and my father's friends, family members, doing handy work around the house and things like that. And electrical really got my interest out of all of the others.
He attributes what he learned through these programs and his high school to his strong attraction to the electrical field. His favorite part of the summer internship is visiting the job sites and the opportunities to speak directly to electricians and many other building tradesmen. They encourage him to continue to get good grades and work hard to achieve the title of journeyman.
I would give that new high school student the advice of going to after-school programs such as the team program that LPCiminelli has, and other things of that nature, and just getting to know people in the trade that you're interested in. That was really good for me, going around and meeting new people every time I got out, and just trying your best in school and things of that nature.
Shayne looks forward to the day that he can walk or drive past a building with pride and say, "I helped build that."
In 5 years, I see myself being a journeyman electrician, or on my way to being a journeyman electrician. That is the whole reason why I went to McKinley, to be in electrical field, and just learning more each and every day about the electrical field.
LPCiminelli is proud to recognize Shayne Scott in our Student Spotlight for his energy, passion, and motivation in the electrical field, and we wish him continued success. Guys, that concludes our show for this month. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here with my interns. They're going to help me close the show out. I had such a wonderful summer with them. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah? They did a great job, and I know they're going to do an awesome job in school this year. Rock it out. My 2 seniors and my 1 junior, you guys are going to do great. Okay? Don't forget, we are on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in LPCiminelli's Making It Happen. There you'll be able to view all of our past and current shows. Facebook friends, don't forget to check our Facebook page for any opportunities that are coming up for minority and women business enterprises and opportunities for high school students. Questions, suggestions, please give us a call. There's the hotline number. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, let's keep making it happen.